Welcome to another episode of Follow the Brand TV. I am your host, Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM, a 5-star personal brand and business development company. I want to take you on a journey through another deep dive into the world of personal branding and business development using compelling personal stories, business conversations, and tips to improve your brand. By listening to the Follow the Brand TV series, you will differentiate yourself from the competition and build trust with prospective clients and employers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make it one that will set you apart, build confidence, and reflect who you are. Building your 5-star personal brand is a great way to improve your skills and knowledge. If you have any questions for me or any of my guests, please email me at grant.mcgaugh@5starbdm.com. Now, let's begin with our next episode on the Follow the Brand TV.
Five-Star BDM, Brand Development Masters, is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for the small to mid-sized business and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share business development challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement and operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. This results in more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Visit www.5starbdm.com today to learn more.
Leadership. It's a word we hear every day, but what does it really mean when the stakes are high and the old playbooks fail? In boardrooms across the world, trust is at an all-time low. 70% of employees are disengaged, scrolling through their days, disconnected from the vision and values that should inspire them. The truth is, leadership as we know it is broken. The frameworks, the buzzwords, the endless advice, they're not moving the needle. Enter Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM. While others recycle the same tired strategies, Grant challenges leaders to confront the real threats lurking beneath the surface. He knows firsthand that leadership isn't about climbing to the top of the corporate ladder. It's about having the courage to face the wolves that threaten your organization from within. This lesson was forged in the most personal way possible, watching his own father suffer from a preventable healthcare failure. For Grant, leadership is not a theory. It's a call to action. That's why he wrote First Light, The Brave Path to Authentic Leadership. This isn't just another business book. It's a journey through 5 mythical mountains, each one designed to forge not just your strategy, but your character. The Brave framework, boldness, resilience, authenticity, vision, and execution, guides you through the darkness, helping you become the leader your organization desperately needs when everything else falls apart. Are you ready to disrupt the old rules? To step into the dawn of a new kind of leadership? Discover why Grant McGaugh's allegorical approach is rewriting what it means to lead. The first light is rising. The leadership disruptor is here. Face your wolf. Find the light.
Good day, business owners, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations, and welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, and I am your business moderator for this day on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, business owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. And we have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to empower, inspire, and educate businesses about business. And I will be your speaker for this segment on the Black Business Network. And I want to introduce you to my new book that I've just released, or will be released here in September, called First Light: The Brave Path to Authentic Leadership. And this book is about igniting your leadership journey from a career perspective. And I made this as a narrative. It's a fictional narrative, but it's based in real world principles, because leadership today, I feel, is in a crisis. And this book is a way to get more light into leadership today, so we know what the purpose can be and what you can do to actually dig in and become a greater leader for yourself. A lot of people don't realize that today about 70% of employees today are disengaged, meaning they're disconnected from their organization's mission and their leadership. And 24% trust in leadership. I mean, this is kind of like what you call it a historic low when it comes to how many people actually believe in the leadership of the business or organization that they're involved in. That means 3 out of 4 of your employees do not trust in your leadership. That should be a stark number. That's something that needs to have your attention. And here's another big number: 63% of leaders report burnout, and they consider leaving their positions within 2 years. So 63% of the leaders that are in position today will experience turnover. So if you're experiencing turnover and you don't have trust in the current leadership that's already in place, and over 70% of the people that are employed in the organization are disengaged, that is a crisis in leadership that we're facing today. That's important. This is the reason for this book that I have brought out on a mission to see how we can go ahead and lessen that particular gap. And this is based on my my trademark methodology, the Brave Blueprint Strategy. The Brave Blueprint Strategy is for every leader. And this is what I'm imploring them to do. You've got to meet where your shadow is. I just told you about it's a great shadow that's in leadership today. This is what is being projected out into our world. It's a lot of clouded, dark entities that are just there, but they are not being authentic, and they're not integrating true leadership principles into what they're looking to accomplish. So what you're going to find in the pages of First Light, and this will come out within September, so be looking for it. Especially you'll find it on the 5-Star BDM website. We'll have a masterclass around it as well. But this framework becomes both your mirror and your guide to leadership transformation, because we all have room for growth. So BRAVE is an acronym. It's BRAVE. It's an acronym that I use a lot of different ways, whether it's become bold or it's become your brand identity. In this case, we're talking about beliefs. Beliefs in the world of, what do you stand for, right? What is your point of view in the light of what you are leading in today, whether it's in your business or your career? What are your core values? What is the foundation for every decision, the foundation for every interaction, the foundation for the initiative that you are undertaking? I want you to think about that. You know, a leader's beliefs are the first light that pierces the darkness of doubt, and they illuminate the path when vision fails. This is your belief, right? When a healthcare CEO redefined her organization, this is someone that I know, personally, from a cultural perspective, they do so by clarifying the values. And they look at that. When they clarify the values and then you have buy-in on both sides of the ball, you're going to see an increase in her particular cases, an increase in patient outcome. That's something they want to measure across all those metrics. But it all comes back to your beliefs. What is your beliefs? And are your beliefs drifting from the point of view or your passion of why you're doing things? And truly take a look at that and see what the disconnect could be. And then you want to take a look at the results that you're getting, right? And you need to own your outcomes. It's so easy to blame someone else, blame something else, something external. But take a look at the outcomes that you're truly getting today. What are those outcomes? Because the leadership's impact is measured by transformation, not just activity. Authentic leaders focus on meaningful change rather than motion just for motion's sake, doing things to be doing busy work to say you're busy. It's about measuring actual transformation and change and embracing the accountability around taking accountability for that transformation and that change. And you will be able to measure what matters. Measure what matters to your employees or to your clients that you're working with, your business partners and your customers. You want to be able to measure and be accountable for what that's about. So hold yourself to standards before you're holding others. I think that's very, very important. And then be able to track that quantitatively and make sure you're measuring the right things. Now, when it comes to the A, now we just went through beliefs, we just talked about results. Now we're going to talk about the audience. Who do you serve best? Look to align your voice with the right audience that's going to maximize your influence. Authentic leaders understand that their ideal audience isn't everyone. It's those that they're uniquely positioned to transform. So you have to understand the audience and the influence that you're trying to accomplish. And if your leadership resonates, then it will address those specific needs rather than just generic platitudes. And you see this a lot. I see this a lot, especially like in the political arenas and things like that, is that they have very generic platitudes. They say the same thing over and over again, probably for the last 2 or 3 decades. I don't see a lot of major change, but true leadership resonates because they are actually impacting change and they're taking accountability for that change and they're measured on that change and they can truly deliver on their message because their story has now become the current currency that reveals what the impact of whatever, if it's your product or your service, your department, what it is that you are delivering. And if you can articulate that value proposition with clarity, you're going to be able to attract followers, true followers who genuinely need your specific wisdom and approach. You want to be clear with that audience. Audience clarity is very important when it comes to leadership. So you define who most needs your unique perspective and leadership approach, and you deliver value constantly. That's the next phase of this transformation that we're talking about, this blueprint strategy that I'm talking about, or my new book that is coming out. Is the value that it brings to you. You've got to find value in this. Value definition, that's articulating a specific transformation that you create for those that you lead. It's very, very important to understand the values that you are bringing to the table. And if you have not defined it for yourself, it's very difficult to define it for someone else, or you're taking that out of someone else's playbook and not your own playbook. This particular book is going to take you through a journey. It's a journey through self, a journey of facing yourself in your true fears that you may have, or and also the true gaps that you have in your own character that you may not want to face, but you have to come face to face with it. And by doing so, you find a new foundation of identity that you draw strength from, that you draw power from, that you're able to protect and serve in your leadership style and the capacity to create change. It's so important to get the passion that it takes and to lead from a position of power within your own self. This is going to give you the edge, which is the last part of what I'm talking about now in the Brave framework. Edge. You got to be able to execute on this. Why do people remember you? Your edge is what makes you memorable and distinctive as a leader. And it often is found in unexpected places, like in your vulnerabilities or in your challenges and your unique perspectives. Your edge is often the scar that you've been hiding. If you look onto my website and you'll see certain things in my about section in the story that I'm telling, you see where I became very vulnerable through an episode with my own father and actually seeing his tragic death before my own eyes in relation to a healthcare delivery system in which I felt that failed him. For something as simple as a broken leg that then develops into a blood clot, which just develops into a death. That was a vulnerable point for myself, but it became the challenge that I said, am I just going to sit here and take this and just, overcome or have to live with it without doing anything about that? Or can I take a unique perspective, like, you know what, this is not right. And what can I do to right that scale for someone else? How can I then take my origin story, the origin of when I became First Light, right? The origin story of yourself to then help others. That is the purpose of personal branding in my particular definition, is that you're taking your skill set and you're utilizing it for the purpose of serving others. This is what I'm doing right now with all of you. And I'm hoping that this new book, as it has come out, becomes a master class for others when it comes to authentic leadership and what it takes to lead in a digital society where anyone could almost become anything that they want through video, through audio, through text, photography. But are they authentic in what they are saying and what they are doing? And is there a proof point to that? Let's hold everyone accountable when it comes to these types of things. And it's okay not to know everything. What it's not okay is to not be authentic in what you are saying and what you are doing and what your true beliefs are. And if you're looking at the true results, what are you really measuring as impact? Because if we look at these numbers, we always boast, you always hear, especially in the US, they boast about financial gain or, the financial report, the P&L. But when you look at these numbers, if your employees are saying, I'm disconnected from you, 70%, that's a number. 70% of the workers feel disconnected. So these numbers, what are you measuring? 24% don't believe in the leadership that you have. 24% of all the workers in the United States don't believe in the leadership that's taken them to that world. Because if the only thing that you're reporting on is the numbers, the only thing that you're reporting on is what's in your wallet, is that the only thing that's important? And then you look at, every time I look around, there's a new leader saying pretty much the same thing. 63% of leaders, there's a turnover. There's a new executive usually saying the same thing. We made X amount of billions of dollars. Like, well, that's great and fine, but what did you do with it? That's what I'm saying. All right, great. You made a lot of money. What did you do with that? Because that money comes from people. That money comes from resources on this earth. what are you doing to put those resources back into play? And if your only measurement is to make more money, I question you on that, on your leadership. I question you on that about what is it that you're really doing? What are you doing for the human drama, the human dilemma? How are you enhancing the human experience if your only point of measurement is the money in your own wallet? I question that, because I look to the end of the day of the measurement of people, my true resource, my true human intelligence, my true HI component. Because if I'm not enriching everybody in my society, what am I doing? Especially those that are enriching me. If I am being enriched, if I go out and anybody goes out and they buy a bottle of Coca-Cola in any city in the United States, how are they being enriched by that same corporation? Are they just taking that resource that you've freely given them for an exchange for flavor and not enriching their education, not enriching their job opportunities, not enriching their health care, not enriching anything about what they truly believe in? Are you enriching their beliefs? That's a question, isn't it? I feel it is. So that's why I have come out with this book, because I believe that we need to enrich the human experience. And we use our resources like money in order to do that. But you first have got to get back to your roots and your purpose of who you are and what you stand for in true light. Who you are and what you stand for. And what is the purpose in which you feel you're on this earth? And what is that purpose for? And are you delivering on that purpose? Are you delivering on the results? Are you delivering on the outcomes? Are you finding like, this is who I am, this is why I'm on this earth, and this is what I am delivering? Because if you're not, then we need to make a reset about what your true values are. And how is true value measured? And what is that true value all about? Because I want to see advancement in human culture. I want to see human culture extend and exceed from where it is right now and get above just the physicality of life, get into the emotional, mental, and spiritual realities of what we all live in and dwell in, because we're not just a collection of data. And the more that we understand that, we understand what our world can deliver for us. Meaning, from a technological standpoint, from AI, you will find out that artificial intelligence, which is an extension of human intelligence, delivers on data that is a reaction or a mirror of human life. It's not human life of itself. So the true value is in the human life, correct? Yes. Yes, it is. And the more that we can reflect and see on that, like, okay, I now have more clarity around what it is that I'm looking to accomplish, that I am the true value in the equation of life. I am the true value. And when I create activity and there's a reaction to that activity, I need to be accountable for that, right? And I need to drive it to a differentiated experience that enriches my environment. That applies to everyone. Doesn't matter how you want to look in the different, political landscapes or leadership landscapes or the corporate America or entrepreneurial world or individuals or education. There is a purpose in which you must take on the challenge of achieving that goal. And when you start looking at, the purpose of in the political world is to help others and to actually maintain the community as a whole and to lead people to a higher goal. And if it's not doing that, that's a problem. So you need to look at your own self and say, well, what am I doing to enrich my community? What am I doing to enrich my family? What am I doing to enrich myself? And what I'm doing, as you look in the past, is there a disconnect between what you truly believe in and what you're actually doing? We need to be accountable for that, right? And if we look at the results that we have to question, what are our true beliefs? Because ultimately, the results that you get form from your real beliefs, not what you're telling yourself, what you're telling others. It is what it is. And that's why I always challenge corporate America in their beliefs. What is the social impact goal that you should have for yourself? Not just your financials. Your financials are definitely important. It's a part of the equation, but it's not the goal. What is the true goal? Who is your true audience? Is it just a few people that benefit from that limited belief that you might have? Or can you get a greater value? I think right now, life is showing the human world that we can have a greater value for ourselves and how we can arrive at a different result if we truly hone into our true beliefs about ourselves and what we stand for and what we're about. I don't want to be on a soapbox today, but I truly want you to understand what this journey of First Light is all about. And what my book is truly all about. Understanding your self-doubt. Understanding the challenges of leadership and identity. By facing your doubts directly, rather than running from them, you can transform fear into growth. You can use it as fuel. Let's talk about the mountain of resilience, which is a central journey in First Light that follows the ascent through adversity. And all of you, most people I know in the human drama have some type of adversity, some type of challenge that you're dealing with, and it's with you every day. And it begs you to overcome it. That is resilience. Every step upward builds leadership capacity and perspective, turning your challenges into opportunities for transformation and change. Purpose. And we always stand on the ridge, the cliffhanger, the ridge of transformation. The moment when leaders, they catch their first glimpse of higher possibility. And this vantage point reveals the landscape of potential that was previously hidden by limited thinking and self-doubt. Purpose is king. If we have a society led by purpose, and that purpose is built upon true beliefs, you will get better outcomes and better results. Now, these are just allegories. These are mirrors that I put together in a fantastic journey that's fictional, but yet, as you've heard me state, they're rooted in reality. And they're about real struggles that every authentic leader must navigate. The journey isn't about avoiding challenges, but transforming them into sources of wisdom and strength. So people ask me, why now? Why this matters now? Because leadership isn't positional. It's very, very personal. And in today's digital, distracted, and disrupted world, authenticity cuts through the noise. And people are hungry for leaders who demonstrate genuine conviction rather than a convenient positioning. Vulnerability alongside strength. Consistent values across all contexts, and the courage to stand for something meaningful. Organizations with authentic leadership outperform their competitors by 3x in employee engagement and 2x in customer loyalty. We all get better together when we have true leadership. And that leadership is cascaded throughout the organization, that everybody takes accountability for their point of leadership, their point of view, their beliefs, the results that they're getting. Everybody has buy-in, not one person, right? So where does your brave journey begin? What does that look like for you? Because the world doesn't need more leaders with titles. It needs more leaders with light. And First Light is more than a book. It is your guide, your mirror, your moment to transform your leadership journey. And I implore you to read the book, and it'll be out in September. And you just go to 5-Star BDM, that's 5-Star BDM, B for brand, D for development, informasters.com, and you will see the links to get the book. It'll also be available on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. Read the book, begin your transformation, and complete the brave framework within it. I want you to apply the blueprint to your own life. Use the brave assessment to identify your leadership strengths, and then join the community. I will have a community. It'll be a free masterclass that you can join, that we're going to take this leadership journey together, right? So the question isn't whether you can lead. It's whether you will be brave enough to lead authentically, if that is your choice. If you've listened to what I've said today, you'll see that I'm just not talking about myself. I'm talking about yourself, in which you need to do the hard work and take a look and take some time. Truly, take some time, especially we got a long weekend. Take some time and reflect on the results of your own life to this point. Are these the results that you were looking for? And if they are not, what are the beliefs that you have? What are your beliefs that have led to these results? What are the activities that stem from your beliefs that get you to the results? And are you authentic in those beliefs? And I'm not talking about your religious beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, and things like that. Those are external for the most part. How do you relate to that? What are your authentic beliefs? How do you believe these things will turn out for you when you take, a leap of faith in what you are doing? And be honest with it. And you have to say to yourself, you know what? That's on me. I got these results. I am accountable for where I am. And if I'm going to make a change, am I going to get to the North Star, the goal that I want to champion for myself? These are the things that I need to start putting into my life. And these are the things I need to start taking out of my life. You have plenty of examples of true leadership. Some of them have been in the past. Some of them are in the present. You have plenty of examples of poor leadership. As was stated in what I stated earlier, we have many examples of poor leadership. 70% employee disengagement, 24% don't trust or only trust in the leadership that is in today. 63% of the leaders always turn over, new faces. Somebody has to step up. You need to step up in your own life, because when you can rule your own life, then you can help others, whether it's in friends or your families, the business and the peers that you work with. But you have to become accountable for who you are. I want to thank the Black Business Network for having me on today, and I truly appreciate that. I want to remind everyone that this is a fundraiser for high school students going to college, or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students. And you may go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com to donate to the scholarship fund, and use the Cash App that's on the screen below. That is $BBXUSA. Our goal is to give laptops and up to $5,000 to 10 students. And students, you can register online at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. Every dollar counts. So we want to remind you to donate to the Scholarship Fund. And we want to thank our Black Business Expo USA sponsors for August 2025. They include NC100, Moody Capital Partners, Suede Soul, Lotus Crusade Coaching and Training, Carolina, Virginia Minority Supplier Development Council, Step Management, The Hello LLC, Barbara H. Smith LLC, Margie McLean Foundation Incorporated, Genius is Common, Earth Essentials, Milani Chani Global, 5-Star BDM Media, Banks LLC, Executive Women's Success Institute, The Quality Coaching Company, Superwoman Business Services, Creative for Studios, Lee Entertainment, Artistic App Design, Black Business Expo USA, Genius is Common, and I'll see you on the other side.
Man, who's your favorite podcaster? Man, Grant, man. I love Grant's podcast. Well, who's Grant? I'm going to send you the link. I love Grant.
I love the interview. I've done a lot of these, and this is a great one. It's always great to talk to people who know what they're doing, and it's clear you're a great host, and you've done this many times before.
I feel great that we're having this conversation here. Met a new person in business who I previously didn't know.
It was an amazing podcast. Grant is an amazing interviewer. I learned a lot.
I really enjoyed this. Great questions, great talk track. Super appreciate you having me on. It's been a very fun episode to talk about a lot of things that I don't always get to dive into. So this has been a fantastic conversation.
I wouldn't be where I am here today, of course, not on this stage. However, not in my current business projection and my current business model without working with you.
The difference between influence and legacy, it's the platform that carries your voice. You're not visible because you lack talent. You're visible because your brand doesn't speak. I've built 5-Star BDM to change that. Most leaders have the expertise, but not the presence, the vision, but not the vehicle. Across 3 cities, one brand is helping leaders rise above the noise. Here in the heart of Omaha, strategy isn't left to chance. It's engineered with precision. In Omaha, we engineered your executive brand, AI-powered, data-driven, precise. TISA went from a local nonprofit to a national speaker in 90 days. We don't guess your brand strategy, we build it. On the shores of St. Croix, your brand takes on depth and meaning, shaped through curated retreats and legacy experiences. In St. Croix, strategy becomes soul. Our retreats don't just refine your message, they rediscover your mission. One founder rewrote his entire company story here. Funding followed 30 days later. This is where leaders remember who they were meant to be. In vibrant Miami, momentum meets amplification, transforming your voice into a movement. In Miami, your brand becomes a movement. Business development accelerators, audience building. Joy came with an old website and an outdated company name, but she left with 5,000 followers and a waiting list. This is where you scale with soul. 3 cities, 1 mission. Your legacy ignited. It started with a thread. Let's pull it together. Stop blending and start leading. 5-Star BDM, where legacy is engineered, embodied, and ignited. Visit 5starbdm.com and book your brand audit today.
What if leadership wasn't about titles, but trials? What if your breakthrough lay beyond fear? In First Light, the brave path to authentic leadership, embark on a journey of courage, truth, and purpose. Face the wolf, hear first thunder, wield the sword and shield. This is more than a book. It's a calling. Are you ready for First Light? Grant McGaugh is a positive force in executive branding and artificial intelligence. His Brave Brand AI framework, boldness, relevance, authenticity, vision, and engagement guides leaders in the digital age. Grant connects with professionals, embodying authenticity as a practice, not just a principle. Announcing a new initiative, Grant integrates AI ethics into C-suite training, reinforcing his trusted leadership role and gifting others with his Brave framework. Are you searching for a website that truly reflects your mission and vision? The 5-star BDM website services portfolio, led by Grant McGaugh, transforms ideas into impactful digital platforms for personal brands, nonprofits, and small businesses. Each project in our portfolio tells a unique story. From JADICC, a infection control expert organization with professional polish, to Ekaba World Community, a dynamic hub for events and memberships, and Pink Lotus Project, empowering women with donation and program features, every site is crafted using our Brave branding framework and mobile-first development. Our portfolio is more than a gallery. It highlights project context, purpose, and measurable outcomes. We demonstrate brand consistency, strategic user experience, and deliver results that build trust and drive engagement. A world-class portfolio proves capability, sets you apart from competitors, and positions you as an authority. It is your most trusted sales tool and reputation asset. Ready for a website that leads with purpose? Book a discovery consultation or request a brand audit today. Healthcare is evolving rapidly, and future leaders must adapt swiftly. Dr. Sandra Dunbar-Smalley shares her journey from clinician to chief learning officer, highlighting the essence of modern leadership. Transitioning from the clinical floor to the executive suite requires more than just expertise. Dr. Dunbar-Smalley emphasizes that leadership today isn't about having all the answers. It's about fostering environments where innovation, learning, and human connection can thrive. While mentors provide invaluable guidance, sponsors are crucial for creating opportunities. Dr. Dunbar-Smalley underscores the importance of both in navigating the path to leadership. Many leaders, including Dr. Dunbar-Smalley, experience imposter syndrome. Yet, they continue to step forward, embracing challenges and growing through them. Discover the 3 pillars transforming healthcare leadership: leading self, leading others, and leading results. These principles guide leaders in creating impactful change. Don't just listen, lead. Subscribe now to Follow the Brand podcast.
Sometimes when you have a particular skill set, you may not even feel you can move in different avenues, but someone will see that. So I think there are 2 camps of people: those that really want to climb that ladder and they're very eager to do it. And then there are those that I call the reluctant leader, where doors may be open and you have to choose whether you're going to go into them. And so I'm in that second camp where I've really just accepted and felt very blessed that people have said, I'd like to give you this opportunity.
In today's world, where every voice competes for attention, true influence stands out. One visionary has redefined the landscape of brand building. His name is Grant McGaugh, and his innovative approach is setting new standards in the industry. Recognized among the top 30 global gurus in branding for 2025, Grant McGaugh is a name synonymous with transformative brand leadership. His work is not just about creating brands, it's about crafting legacies. Through his visionary strategies, he is helping leaders across the globe redefine their impact and influence. At the heart of Grant's success is the revolutionary Brave framework. Brave stands for branding, resilience, authenticity, vision, and excellence. Each element is meticulously crafted to guide leaders in building brands that are not only successful, but also meaningful. Branding sets the foundation, resilience ensures longevity, authenticity builds trust, vision drives innovation, and excellence guarantees quality. This framework is where data meets storytelling and strategy meets authenticity. From healthcare to technology, Grant's methodology is reshaping how industries approach branding. His strategies are not confined to a single sector, they are universal, adaptable, and effective. By integrating the Brave framework, organizations are experiencing a transformation in how they connect with their audiences, ensuring their message resonates and endures. Grant McGaugh's influence extends beyond frameworks. Through his best-selling books and the acclaimed Follow the Brand podcast, he shares insights and strategies that empower leaders to elevate their brand presence. These resources are a testament to his commitment to shaping the future of branding. Grant McGaugh is not just influencing the present, he is shaping the future of brand influence. His work is a beacon for those seeking to lead with purpose and impact. By embracing his methodologies, leaders are equipped to navigate the complexities of modern branding with confidence and clarity. Discover the brave approach to brand leadership and unlock the potential of your brand. At 5-Star BDM, where vision meets results, Grant McGaugh invites you to embark on a journey of transformation. Experience the power of strategic branding and redefine your impact in the world.
The 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Social Selling course can help you stand out and attract the right connections and opportunities. We will help you professionally create your profile, provide personalized recommendations for improvement, and help you create and share engaging content to help you showcase your skills and expertise. Our 5-step course makes connecting with industry experts, finding job opportunities, and building meaningful relationships easy. Social selling can be an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. Our course will help you solve the problems associated with digital networking. If you need help personalizing your outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. If you need help targeting the right prospects, this course is for you. With so much noise on social media, it can be challenging to cut through the clutter and get your message in front of the right people. Our course will personalize your messaging using our targeting tools and research. You can identify and reach the right prospects. We will also show how to deliver high quality, valuable content that attracts and engages prospects and clients. The 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Social Selling course will address these challenges by implementing best practices. As a result, you can improve your social selling efforts and generate better results. Are you looking to improve your LinkedIn profile and reach a wider audience? Social selling is an effective way for you to generate leads and close deals, but it does have its challenges. Some common problems we saw with social selling include lack of visibility. If your profile is not optimized or you're not actively participating in groups or sharing content, it can be difficult to get noticed on LinkedIn. Number 2, lack of personalization. Some businesses struggle with personalizing their outreach and messaging, which can lead to low response rates and a lack of engagement. Also, difficulty targeting the right prospects. It can be difficult to identify and target the right prospects on social media, especially if you don't have access to robust targeting tools. And number 4, outdated content. If your LinkedIn profile or content is not up to date, it can give the impression that you're not actively engaged on the platform or that your skills and experience are not current. And lastly, poor quality content and not leveraging video and picture to convey ideas. To solve these problems, the 5-Star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling video course will help you focus on personalizing your outreach and messaging to better connect with prospects. In module number 1, the foundation, we will help you create high quality, valuable profile that will attract and engage. In module 2, the story, optimizing your LinkedIn profile to make sure it is complete, accurate, and visually appealing. In module number 3, the experience, using your targeting tools and research to identify and reach out to the right prospects. In module number 4, engagement, establishing a consistent follow-up process to nurture leads and build relationships over time. And lastly, in number 5, execution. Understand the metrics to help you measure your brand effectiveness. By addressing these challenges and implementing best practices, you will improve your social selling with the 5-star BDM LinkedIn Optimization Social Selling course. Listen to what others have said about 5-star BDM.
Grant, I'll tell you why I'm here, right? I'm here because I love your brand. When we started chatting on LinkedIn, we connected. I checked you out and I go, man, this guy knows what he's talking about.
You were definitely instrumental in helping to shape that knowledge of who I am. Because at first I thought, well, I am an actress. I am a writer. I am a producer. I am a speaker. And so I said, well, I must be a creative communicator. I know that there is a narrative thread here, but you nailed it when you said you are a storyteller. So you brought it all together in this cohesive title.
Sign up today to improve your social selling opportunities.
For decades, artificial intelligence was a silent force, known only to scholars, engineers, and the world's most powerful minds. Flickering images of clunky computers and early robots remind us of AI's humble beginnings. But in 2022, everything changed. The world met ChatGPT, a groundbreaking leap in AI technology that captured global attention and imagination. Social media exploded with headlines proclaiming, AI is taking over, and the future is now. AI was no longer just a concept, it was a reality. But the evolution didn't stop there. Enter Agentic AI, an intelligence that doesn't just answer questions but takes action. This new wave of AI is reshaping our world in ways we never imagined. Agentic AI represents a monumental shift. It is intelligence that reasons, makes decisions, and propels us forward without waiting for permission. Imagine AI that monitors a patient's vitals in a hospital room, generates real-time financial insights in a corporate boardroom, and seamlessly transitions customer service chats to human representatives. This is not the future. It is happening now. Mandeep Maini, speaking with unwavering conviction, emphasizes, this isn't the future. It's happening now. AI that makes decisions, AI that reasons, AI that moves us forward without waiting for permission. Her words echo the transformative power of agentic AI, urging us to recognize the profound changes unfolding before our eyes. Grant McGaugh adds, this changes everything. Business, healthcare, our daily lives. Are we even ready for this? The impact of agentic AI is vast and far-reaching. From AI-generated stock market predictions to AI-assisted MRI scans, the technology is revolutionizing industries and challenging our understanding of control and autonomy. As we stand on the brink of this technological revolution, we must ask ourselves, will we control AI or will it control us? In a futuristic lab, a robotic eye processes trillions of data points. Join Grant McGaugh and Mandeep Maini in this electrifying episode of the Follow the Brand podcast, where the past, present, and future of AI collide. The revolution is here. Are you listening?
That's a really important question and consideration when it comes to adoption. How will we go about it? A very important aspect of AI implementation, and that's where I focus my work on, is AI adoption in healthcare specifically, is preparing the workforce.
In today's fast-paced financial landscape, access to capital is the key to success. At the heart of this revolution is Case Capital Markets, powered by SETI Case. Here, innovation and investment converge, creating a dynamic environment where businesses can thrive and reach new heights. Introducing Grant McGaugh, the senior advisor at Case Capital Markets. Grant is a visionary leader, dedicated to connecting businesses with institutional capital and strategic funding. His expertise opens doors to game-changing investment opportunities, making him an invaluable partner for companies looking to scale and succeed in the competitive world of finance. With an impressive 25 years in technology, 9 years in healthcare, and 6 years in investment banking, Grant McGaugh has a proven track record. He has successfully closed over $500 million in high-value transactions, seamlessly bridging technology, healthcare, and infrastructure with innovative financial solutions. His experience is a testament to his ability to drive success. Case Capital Markets offers businesses direct access to over 32,000 venture capital firms, private equity funds, family offices, and institutional investors. This network empowers mid-market companies with under $100 million in revenue to scale beyond their limits, unlocking unprecedented growth potential. Debt, equity, growth capital, public offerings. These are the building blocks of the future of capital access. Whether you're scaling a business, seeking investment, or exploring market expansion, Grant McGaugh is your trusted partner. Together, you can unlock capital and create long-term financial success. The future belongs to those who take action. Are you ready to elevate your business?
Hey everyone, it's Grant McGaugh, CEO of 5-Star BDM and host of the award-winning Follow the Brand podcast and TV series, where I help you to build a 5-star brand that people will follow. My genius is personal brand development through intelligent communication and helping you achieve your business and career goals. I am a requested speaker on digital technology and brand development issues. I want to work with you to increase the value of your current opportunities while attracting new ones. Every one of you is unique, and we all share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. As a super connector, I work with you as an executive coach to guide you along the complicated business and career development road, providing the enhancement tools and information you need to succeed. Together, I will help you succeed in today's challenging business climate. I will evaluate and measure your progress. Best of all, I am right alongside you every step of the way. Build the brand called you. Genius is coming. Tune in for our next show or click on our website at www.5starbdm/followthebrandtv. Thank you.
What if leadership wasn't about titles, but trials? What if your breakthrough lay beyond fear? In First Light, The Brave Path to Authentic Leadership, embark on a journey of courage, truth, and purpose. Face the wolf. Hear first thunder. Wield the sword and shield. This is more than a book. It's a calling.